Hello and welcome to another episode of Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today I thought we'd go a little bit more out there. Given all the other videos I've done so far, I thought let's get a bit more experimental with this bad boy. So I want to talk to you today about the avant-garde atmospheric black metal band from Australia, Advent Sorrow. Now, normally whenever I hear the phrase avant-garde thrown around, my wanker alarm starts going off because, you know, but it's a good way of describing this band. Now, this is the only effort I own by Advent Sorrow, and I wouldn't mind getting their first album, but I've not heard it because I'm a little odd. I like to just stream stuff that I own. I don't like to. I feel like I'm taking advantage. Like I'll check bands out on like YouTube and Spotify, perhaps before buying it. But if I like it, I'll buy it. I won't keep listening to it. But So yeah, I don't know. It's just a little weird habit of mine. Maybe it's me autism or something. I don't know, but it just is what it is. So this bad boy gets a lot of playtime in this house. This came out in 2019 through Werewolf Records over in Finland, which is definitely up there with some of the best black metal labels for sure, 100%. And this has got this great gatefold action again. Got all the lyrics there. Got him there looking all moody. Ooh, life's hard. So that's all good. Now, this band aren't together anymore. They disbanded either shortly after this came out or just before it came out. I can't quite remember. But it's very much disputed over what they split up over. Some members say it's because the singer was a Nazi. The singer says it's because of monetary issues throughout the band, and that one of the guitarists was actually kicked out months ago and is just crying like a bitch. I don't know. It's not my business. I don't look into these things. I've got better things to do. But as far as the word Nazi getting thrown around, and I don't want to get too political because that's not what this is for. I got called a Nazi a few years ago because I shared a Dave Chappelle skit on Facebook. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But this is an absolute must check out if you're into your black metal. I mean, it's not guaranteed to be for you. I mean, if you're bang on your Norwegian stuff and your Dark Throne Mayhem burrs until I die, then this may be a bit. I don't want to say pretentious because I don't get that feel from it. Like there's some bands I do, like a Life Lover. I always found that band a bit, you know, they're not bad, but it's nothing I don't, you know. But this has all the hallmarks of great black metal. It's atmospheric, it's heavy, it's moody, and it's got everything there that you would hopefully want. It's not overly fast. It has its fast moments. In fact, the fastest song on here is Majesty Enshrined, which features Azathoth from the band Grab. If you're a fan of them, they're also a atmospheric, not so out there black metal band, but a bit more artsy. They're not like Apostles of Mead or anything like that. Which again, they're pretty cool. Nothing I'd own, but there's something out there for everybody. But this is definitely one where you can get a bit lost into it. Like you can sit and read the lyrics along and just have a really good time. This is like 53 minutes, and it's all squeezed onto one LP as well, which is really cool. I always like it when they manage to do that because you can fit way more music on these things than a lot of these companies make out. And for you vinyl heads, I'm afraid this one is just a black LP. There might be a coloured variant, but I'm not entirely sure if there is or not. I've got the black one, and I love black vinyl anyway. I'm not overly fussed about colourful stuff, but I know people are into it. And what I like about this is that it sort of hits every mood. It's got those sort of not bouncy parts, but some parts are quite uplifting, but they're very rare. Most of it is, it's like the vocals, for example, they sound very desperate, very disturbed. Not the band Disturbed. Jesus fucking Christ, it wouldn't be on my shelf. But very sort of, you can hear the mania and the solitude and the longing in the voice, you know, it sort of breaks apart every now and then and just has this really sort of given up kind of feel to it. And the music just accompanies it perfectly. The drumming is excellent. You know, there's some really cool double kick parts on this that are, it's not overused like a lot of bands these days where their whole entire song is just. It's not like that on this at all. But when it does come in, it's utilised perfectly. And it's nice, heavy guitar riffs, but it also has that melodic end to it as well, which sounds almost hopeless. But oh, it really is a fucking good album. And it's that good that if I saw their first album was around somewhere at a reasonable price, I could confidently buy it without checking it out and just know it's good. Because it's just everyone I've spoken to, from what I've read, everyone said this is like they're like brother and sister albums, a bit like those pathologist records. Sorry, from the other day, you know. So look at him there. Look, he's got his little petrol bomb there. I'm assuming he's better do something with it. But yeah, it's got all the, like I say, all the hallmarks of decent black metal. It's underground. You're not going to hear this on the radio anytime soon. And if you do, tell me what radio station it is, because that sounds banging. So yeah, out of Australia. What's it called again? Yeah, Cali Yuga Crown. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. So pick this up if you can find it, or if you're into your streaming and stuff, you know, because you're sensible and not mental like me, then fill your boats, because this will just hit every mood. You know, it's not all satanic and stuff like that, which nothing wrong with that. I'm a Satanist myself, but it's quite cool when you find black metal bands actually branch out and talk about other things besides that. You know, this is very misanthropic sounding. You know, it's got songs about pestilence and all this other stuff, and like it's got a song about Caesar on here. You know, about raising your fist to the sky with legions of soldiers, and the opening track, Vermin Blood, is brilliant. Like, it sets the tone of the album perfectly. And what's great about this as well is that when the song ends, it ends. So there's loads going on. You've got like orchestras, different effect pedals and stuff. But then when the song comes to an end, it's just no long drawn out outros or nothing. It's right, next song. And it's just does exactly what it sets out to do, hits the nail on the head, and it's just a fantastic album. I can't recommend this enough. So if you can get your little greasy mitts on it, you could do a lot worse. So thank you for coming in today again. Keep it metal, keep it underground.